I just want to start this video off by saying that I finally made a nail Instagram. Many of you in the comments have asked me for an Instagram, and I've either given you my regular one or just said I didn't have one. The Instagram name is polygel_vic. So before this video starts, make sure you head over to Instagram and hit that follow button. You guys can send me nail designs that you might want me to recreate, or we can just have some conversations in the DMs. But other than that, let's get right into this video. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into this video. So first I want to start out by saying thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. We're actually at 1,500 right now. That is just so amazing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. But on that note, let's just get straight into this nail set. So we're first going to start by removing the shine from the nail as usual. I'm just going over my nail with this 180 grit nail file. 180 grit basically means that it's a finer grit, so it's not as rough on your natural nails. Today we have a long video. This video is about 30 minutes, so for all you guys who in the comments who said you like long videos, here you go. We have a 30-minute video. Some of you actually have told me that you watch my videos as you're doing your own nail sets, and I just think that's so amazing. Like, I know when I'm doing stuff, I watch YouTube in the background, so for me to be your background video, that just means a lot. And for everyone who doesn't like long videos, in the description I have the timestamps for each part of the nail process. So if you have a particular part you want to see, the timestamps will be in the description. I just cut down the growth of my nail, and what you're going to want to do next if you want your nails to last is add some dehydrator and primer. Let's talk about this primer for a second, because let me just get into some background. Before I used this Model 1's primer, I used this like really cheap primer from Walmart that came with a gel kit. I didn't even have a dehydrator. I would just clean my nails with rubbing alcohol and then put on that really cheap primer, and my nails would last like 3 weeks, right? Which is really good for me. Ever since I started using this Model 1's primer and dehydrator, my nails have only lasted a week and a half, and already have gotten lifting. No hate to Model 1's. I really love Model 1's polygel, but I don't think this primer is it, because this is the only thing I have changed from my nail routine, and now my nails only last a week and a half. So anyways, today we are using these Macart full cover tips. A lot of you in my last video have commented saying I should use full cover tips and use a peel off base gel. Well, that is a great idea, but I do not have peel off base gel, so I'm definitely gonna look into getting some in the future, because imagine the easiness of just popping off your nails and then moving on to your next set. That is just so easy. So I'm just using these full cover tips, but I'm just gonna glue them on with some base gel, not any of my KDS glue, because KDS glue will last a long time, so I'm just using some base gel. I've sized out all the tips. I'm just filing down the sides of some of the tips because they don't fit my nail perfectly, so I'm gonna make it fit my nail perfectly. So I'm gonna take some of my base gel, and I've never done full cover tips before, so don't judge me. Not really sure what I was doing, so I just put some base gel on my nail and pressed it down at the tip. Now I have to cure it, so I turned on my nail lamp and just stuck my nail into as close as I could to the light and waited there for a few seconds. After I was sure it was pretty secure, I just put the whole nail in there and cured that for 30 seconds. And I think it turned out pretty good. I didn't get any air bubbles on this finger, but I will in some of the next nails. I'm moving on to my pointer finger, once again adding some base gel to my nail and putting on the full cover tip. I turned on my nail light before I put it on, and I'm just pressing it down as hard as I can so there's no air bubbles. I noticed this one had a little bit of air bubbles near the cuticle, but I didn't really know how to fix it, so I just kind of left it like that. Moving on to my middle finger, adding some base gel once again, and I just realized I haven't even mentioned what today's video is about. So we are doing a marble set. The marble pattern that I went for was kind of that like rose quartz diagonal pattern, if that makes sense. I'll show a picture later on, but that's kind of the pattern I went for. I chose a blue and white color scheme to make it look like the sky, and then I added some gold foils, but you'll see that in the rest of the video, so keep watching. After all my nails have been cured for 30 seconds, these are what they look like. And I'm using this cylinder bit, putting it into my e-file, and going around the cuticle to kind of blend in the tip to my cuticle so it doesn't look like I just pressed it on like what it is. I want to make it look a little bit more natural. So I'm just going around the cuticle, blending that in with my natural nail. So you guys have asked me enough times, and I finally did it. I made a nail Instagram. The only reason why I haven't made a nail Instagram is because I don't use Instagram and I don't like going on Instagram. It's honestly, all you do is look at what other people are posting. I don't know, there's something a little bit toxic about Instagram. That's just my opinion, but that's how I feel about it. But I finally made a nail Instagram. I just went and logged out of my main accounts so I don't get any notifications from them or anything. Just using my nail Instagram. You guys can DM me, send me nail designs you want me to create. It'll just be a lot easier to talk to me, even though I like talking to you guys in the comments as well. So I only have a few posts on there. As I keep creating nail sets, I'll just keep posting them on my Instagram. Nothing special. I'm not really doing anything crazy over on my Instagram. Once I have the cuticles nice and blended, I'm just dusting off the nails, and I'm going in with my hand file. I got these off of Amazon. Everything I used is linked in the description as always. This is a 100-150 grit nail file, and I use the 100 grit for filing down these tips. And I'm just really trying to get around that edge of the tip because it's a little like too thick in the middle area of the nail, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to crispen up that shape. On my pointer finger, I had a lot of overhang that I didn't notice when I was first gluing on the tip, so I had to really file that off. Now I'm going in with my e-file with a coarse sanding band, and I'm just filing over all of the tips. And I'm really just getting around that cuticle to make sure it's nice and flush with my natural nail. I really want to do a 7-day posting video challenge. I don't know why, it's kind of because we hit 1,000 subscribers, so I feel like you guys just need more content because like I said before, you guys tell me that you watch my videos as you're doing your manicures or pedicures, so I just feel like my videos aren't long enough and I want you guys to have a bunch of content to watch. And also I've gotten comments that you've just binge watched all my videos, And now what else you gonna watch? So I just had the idea to kind of like post one video a day for a week. And I'm really thinking I'm gonna do it. So I think if I just film a video a day for the rest of the week on my hands and my sister's hands, then I think I'll be good, and I can just, as I go, I'll edit them and keep filming, and hopefully next week I'm gonna do that and post one video a day for a week. So here are the tips after they have been shaped and filed down. I'm just dusting them off, and here are the colors I'm using: this blue Macart polygel and the white Macart polygel. I'm taking some 91% isopropyl alcohol. This is my slip solution, and I'm just taking my little mixing cap that I always use, and I'm putting some white polygel and a little bit of blue and mixing that together. I'm not sure how much blue I want this to be, so I added a little bit, and you'll see me add more. The polygel is a little hard to mix at first, like you can see it get clumpy, but once you get going, it starts to get a little more softer, so it's easier to mix. Now that I have the blue that I like, I'm just putting that on my nail. I'm putting it diagonally. This is kind of going to create that diagonal marble that I'm looking for. Yeah, this rose quartz, I'm trying to get this rose quartz kind of diagonal marble look. But I must warn you, my thumbnail, I haven't done a marble pattern like this one, so you'll have to bear with me. My thumbnail was the first attempt, basically, and it took me a while to do, and it didn't really turn out how I was envisioning, but I think in the end it didn't really matter. It kind of was covered up by the gold foils. But on my other nails, I show you a different way of doing it. Instead of doing it like adding the blue and then the white, I add the white and then I add the blue, and it's a little bit easier. So I'm just patting that around my whole nail and basically covering the nail. I'm not worrying about the marble right now. I just wanna cover my entire nail, and then we'll get into the marbling. Basically, I'm creating this divot inside of the white polygel and adding a little more blue because there was just too much white in that area. So I just added some blue into the divot. Making the divot will make it so that the colors don't just pile on top of each other. They'll actually kind of create a marble look. I'm just blending the white and the blue together a little bit, kind of like a feathered look. I'm blending down, and then I go back and take my brush and blend it the opposite way, so it's not such a, makes it look a little more organic when you go back and forth up and down the nail to feather the colors together. So after I have that looking the way I like, I'm gonna cure this for 30 seconds in my nail lamp. I recommend curing it for 30 to 60 seconds depending on how powerful your nail lamp. 30-second worked fine for me, but I honestly cured the nails multiple times, so. And I forgot to add base coat to my thumb. I'm adding it to the rest of my nails. And now I just go in with the polygel tube and I'm just making this diagonal kind of squiggly line with the white. And I am adding the blue color in between. I am flattening out the nail, basically covering the whole tip. See how the nail looks a little bit, the colors look a little bit like straight lines? So you want to kind of blend the two colors into each other. See how I got a little bit of blue into the white? That's going to make it look a little more organic and not so much like straight lines. Now I am doing that feathering technique, kind of like when you're doing an ombre, like gently brushing over the nail so I can blend the two colors together, but not mix them, just blend them. I'm just perfecting the nail and then I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds in the nail lamp. Moving on to my next fingers. These nails, I think I did these nails 2 days ago and they're still on. There's no lifting and I only put base coat on, so it's kind of shocking. My French tip fill-in nails are still going strong on my other hand. They have a little bit of lifting near the corners, but they are not so much lifting that they're gonna pop off my nails. So guys, another reason why I made an Instagram is because Gershon Polygel DM'd my sister and asked if my sister was me, Nails by Vic. And so she sent them to my regular Instagram. And yeah, so we're gonna see what that's about. I'm assuming it's gonna be like a promotion code kind of thing. I wonder how they find people to do that, especially since I'm a little bit of a small channel. I wonder like how they find me. Also, my Instagram name is Polygel Vic because Nails by Vic obviously is taken, and I kind of like Polygel Vic. It has a nice flow to it. I accidentally didn't press record when I was doing my pinky nail, so sorry, I couldn't see that nail being done. But these are how the nails look after they've been, after the polygel has been applied, and I am just wiping them down with some rubbing alcohol, the 91% isopropyl alcohol, to take off the sticky layer. Now I am clear capping them. You want to clear cap the nails because it's just like when you do an ombre. You don't want to mess up the nice blends that you've created, so you need to clear cap the nails, because when you go to file, you'll just file everything off if you don't. And it'll probably end up looking like straight lines again. I also have gotten a lot of comments about how long my nails last. So basically, I explained with the primer situation, my nails recently have, since the past month that I've been using that primer, my nails have only been able to last a week and a half. That's when I don't take off my nails on purpose. But before, when I was using that cheap primer, I don't know how that cheap primer has like actually pulled through and actually made my nails, most of my nail sets last 3 weeks. That's a little crazy. But my nails used to last about 3 weeks with no lifting. But since I got this new primer, a little bit of lifting a little too soon. So that's how I feel about it. And the thing is, I bought a 2-pack of that primer because the reviews said it was good. The reviews said it was good, so I was thinking it was good. It only makes my nails last a week and a half. Am I doing something wrong? I put on the dehydrator, and I put on a primer, and I put on the base coat, and then I put on polygel. Am I doing something wrong? Like, why are they not lasting like they should be? I bought a 2-pack for $20. A little bit of a mistake, but I can't do anything about it now. So basically in this nail set, I was going for a cloud, like a sky look. I know I said this before, but I was going for a sky look. And do you know those like angel cherub nails? Like that was really trendy, like I think a year or maybe a couple months ago. I don't really remember. But that's what I was kind of going for. I think they turned out so nice. I didn't add any angel decals or anything because I don't have those. If I found some of those angel decals on Amazon, I would have got them right away, but I haven't found any. Also, another thing I want to say is my pointer finger is a different color from the rest of my nails because that's the thing when you're mixing polygel. Sometimes you don't get the color right, and I didn't notice the color was right until after I cured the middle finger. So my thumb and my pointer finger are the same color, and my middle ring and pinky are different colors, so please ignore that. I don't really mind, but it's a little bit annoying because the pointer finger is much darker than the rest of the nails. Now I'm just filing the nails, reshaping the nails. You definitely don't want to skip this step. You want to reshape the nails after you have applied your product. This will give it that nice crisp shape. So please shape your nails after you apply the product. And take your time with this so you can get this shape nice and perfect to the way you want. Here are how the nails look after they've been shaped. They're looking good. Now I'm just buffing the nails because everyone has been telling me, buff your nails. I complained about the scratches in that nude color once, and everyone in the comments said, buff your nails, girl. You better buff your nails. That's why you got scratches. You better buff your nails. And I was like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. So ever since then, because I was lazy to buff my nails, so that's why I didn't really do it. But I did it, okay? I'm doing it now. Next, I'm just taking some base gel and putting it where I want the gold foil. I'm kind of putting it along the white polygel, and I just cured the base gel, and the base gel has a sticky layer after you cure it, so that is what the gold foils will stick to. I'm just putting some gold foils there. I broke up the gold foils into little pieces so that it would look a little more natural, I guess, not just like one flat piece of gold. I like using these full cover tips, except my middle finger looks a little strange near the cuticle area. It looks too big for my fingernail. And I thought I picked the right size, but I should have shaped it a little better, I guess, to custom fit because it looks too big for my fingernail. But it's all right. It was my first time using these full cover tips. I used these full cover tips at the edge of my nail, like for a nail tip, a half nail tip. I've never used them as full cover tips. So yeah, but I actually like them and they're much longer than I expected. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be using these full cover tips as full cover tips again because I don't really like the way they look near the cuticle. I don't mind just using a nail tip and using the base gel as the glue because they do come off easy after like 2 days. So I might just keep doing that. You guys wanted me to do press-on nails. Would this count as press-on nails? Because you guys wanted me to do press-on nails, but I don't have like that stand to put the tips on with that little like sticky tack to stick the tips onto and then make my nail and then glue it on. I don't have any of those stands, and that would be really helpful if I did that. So in the future, if I get, some more equipment to make press-ons, I'll make press-ons and then I'll glue them on my nails. Also, another thing I want to try, if you guys watch Femi Beauty, she uses full cover tips and then she puts the polygel inside of the tips and glues it on her nail with the polygel as like the glue between her nail and the tip, and she just leaves on the tip, so it's kind of like a dual form, but you don't take off the tip. And I really want to try that as well, so probably be a video about that coming soon. Also, you guys really want me to do how to build the apex, and let me tell you guys, I'm not the best at building apex, but when I really focus on it, I think I can make a good apex. So that'll probably be a video coming out soon as well. So I'm adding some top coat to these nails and wiping down the edges. Now the edges were a little bit bumpy because of the gold, like the gold wasn't flattened down enough. So I added a layer of top coat, filed down those lumpy edges, and added another layer of top coat to make it crisp again. It was a little bit of extra work, but I wanted these nails to look good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about how to marble, like this kind of marble pattern. Other than that, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the love in the comments. I try to reply to everyone in the comments, and I love talking to you guys. Next, we are just adding some cuticle oil. I'm adding a drop to each nail because these cuticles look a little dusty. And I'm just rubbing that in. And these are how the nails turned out. I think they turned out really nice. This marble effect, this marble pattern is definitely what I was going for with this gold. It reminds me of the sky and those like angel cherub kind of design. So I think these nails turned out so good. The only thing is that I don't really like how my middle finger looks near the cuticle. It looks too big for my nail. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.